What's good, y'all? Welcome to the new video. Oh yeah, you guys haven't seen the new hair. It's a little longer now, it's like a week old. A little long, I gotta shave it again. We are on another travel vlog. Gonna kind of be all over the place, visiting some people, traveling to some new locations I've never been to. That being said, I just drove 6 hours. I'm super tired, so stopped at a rest stop about halfway there. It is nap time, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, y'all. I'm tired. I actually just woke up. I slept in the back seat. It was freezing. I think I slept for like 5 hours or so. But I woke up, it was like 31 degrees. I'm so glad I found this blanket. In my trunk. I woke up after like 30 minutes and I was freezing. Warm up the car now. Gonna grab a little breakfast here. Pop energy drink, finish the second half of the journey. It's about 6.5 hours. This week's gonna be fun. I get to see a lot of old friends. And by old friends, I mean like a year and a half ago. Yeah, it's gonna be eventful. You know, it's gonna be all, like I said, it's gonna be all over the place. Check out some gyms, check out a couple different cities that I haven't been to before. But yeah, let's get on the road. All right, we're about 4 hours away. I had to stop at the rest stop to stretch my legs, but also I wasn't gonna film again until I got to North Carolina. Surprise, that's where we're going. If you didn't already know, I'm not sure if I've said that yet. I was listening to a podcast. If you don't listen to George Janko's podcast, he's a comedian, he's a Christian, he's a phenomenal human being. If you don't watch his podcast, definitely do. This one is, it's my honest opinion on Forrest Frank. He talks about Forrest Frank for like just a little snippet of it. If you don't know me, I eventually want to build out a van and travel the country for a year or two. I love to be on the road. The reason I stopped for this, the whole thing, I felt this on my heart and it really hit me like a ton of bricks. If you haven't done a solo trip or a long road trip, it doesn't have to be 12 hours or anything like that. Go on a road trip. Go on a road trip just for you to learn something about yourself. I promise you, like, God will teach you something about yourself on a long road trip. Something will hit you. And my point with that is there's a lot of things that hit me in this podcast, but one thing that he said, how like loving the gifts that God gives you, and that you can't love the gift more than the gift giver, and you need to focus on God. This part right here really hit me, so I want to share it and kind of talk about it. So just listen to this right now.
I think through my own experience, I can't say for all, but this does match with the word of God. God says the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord, right? I've watched me become a terrible brother to my sister, a terrible boyfriend to my girlfriend at the time, a terrible son to my mom and dad when I fear being a bad son or fear being a bad boyfriend. I fear it so much and I obsess over that fear. I get anxious and finally I give up on trying to work, and then I become what I think they think I am.
The first few times, the big thing that hit me was the relationships. Like in past relationships, every relationship I've grown and something that has gone wrong or the breakup, whatever, I've always taken upon myself to like fix a certain part of me, or like those are big pivotal moments in my shifts of my life, that emotional impact of my life that has caused me to change. In the past, I was always like physically anxious. Like I had like oh my God, I'm gonna mess up on this person's gonna leave me, or they're gonna cheat on me, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I had like this physical anxiety that I never really associated with the word anxiety. Gotten to the point where like he said, you start to become the thing or the person that you think that they think you are, and then it ruins the relationship, or it ruins the situation. Recently, I started talking to a girl that I briefly talked to like 10 years ago, like a whole decade ago, and we haven't talked in like 8 or so years. She's incredible. I was praying to God a few weeks ago, about a month ago, about like, Lord, just please bring a wife into my life. I'm ready, like stuff like that. Out of nowhere, a few days later, she plops back in my life, and I'm like, I hear you, big dog, thank you. And it's different this time though. This anxiety that have felt, I didn't even realize it until this road trip, is the devil's almost masking my anxiety under the peace that God has given me. So what I mean by that is, before it was like this physical anxious, my blood would boil, and I would be like, I could feel anxiety in my physical body. This anxiety isn't an anxiety of like the physical. I'm still at peace. I'm still very like calm, cool, and collected, but it's very much like in my head, she's great. She's been fantastic, but she's a horrible texter. So like she'll text me like once a day or like 2 days later, whereas like I treat texting like an in-person conversation. I think she kind of treats texting as like an email. It's just like, she just doesn't like being on her phone, which I appreciate that long term. I don't, you know, if I can have a wife that's not on her phone all the time, cool, great. I'm on my phone way too much. My whole thing with that being said is that I've had this like back and forth with myself about like, man, do I wait? Because like before 10 years ago, I waited and it was just like, it was, things were taking too long. So I eventually ended up dating somebody else. She dated somebody else and we never had our time. And this time comes around, I'm so worried about missing our time versus thinking about God's timing. I've been like, I don't want to miss our time, so let's hurry up. It was just speaking to me like, in my head, I was like, okay, I need 3 things in a relationship. What's a friendship, relationship, whatever it may be. I need loyalty, I need communication, and I need effort. She's got a whole situation she's going through. I have a lot of things going on too, but I started realizing this road trip after listening to a lot of those clips is that those 3 things, though they are very important things that I do want in a relationship, in this moment, because that anxiety is putting the underlying of the peace and propping those 3 things up, it's turning those 3 things into a prideful 3 things. Not of, hey, I want this for my relationship because I think it's gonna be better. It's like, I need these things and I need them. Versus what does God need? What does she need at this moment, right? So I'm almost becoming what I don't want to be, right? I'm almost feeling myself ruining this relationship before it even gets close to starting. We've literally got lunch one time and we kind of briefly talked about how we like each other and, you know, we're gonna try to get to know each other, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking way too far ahead and thinking about what I want. So I don't go on a giant rant. That had a huge impact on me. And also another thing, just super fast because this is getting really long. I was listening back a few times to try to find the exact little spot to listen for you guys to listen to. One thing that hit my soul like no other is he said, I've been a bad brother to my sister, I've been a bad boyfriend to my girlfriend in the past, and I've been a bad son to my mom. And when I listened that back, I was listening to that clip back like 7 or 8 times, and it mentioned the bad son to a mother. Oh, I literally started tearing up. I love my mom. My family is fantastic. They're not perfect, but they are incredible. They're supportive, they're loving, they're hardworking. My family is amazing. But for whatever reason, growing up, I always took my family, specifically my mother, for granted, almost to a point of resentment because she was so loving, supportive. It was like this weird thing of like, I was never gonna be independent enough. I was never gonna be good enough for the love that she was giving, and whew. Anyway, so that hit me a ton of bricks. Mom, if you ever watch this, I love you. My point is with this whole giant, almost 10-minute clip now, go on a road trip, play music, sing in the car, get out and dance at a rest stop, listen to podcasts, be silent with yourself for an hour in the car and just talk, literally talk to yourself. Talk out loud, audibly, and I promise you, you will find things out about yourself, even if they're just reminders. Even if you know a lot about yourself, even if they're just reminders of being on the road, and like these things click in your brain and they help a neural pathway in your brain click a little bit more, do it, because it is incredible. I know so many people, some of my best friends, I love them to death, but they've never really been outside of Kalamazoo. They've never really been outside of Michigan. It's like, go. One weekend, take a week off of work, take a weekend, take one day and take a weekend off work and go. You know what I mean? I'm from Michigan, so go 6 hours to the UP and go be in the forest, be in the trees, whatever. But I promise you'll learn a lot about yourself if you just go on a solo trip. I just felt that in my heart. I hope somebody gets a big impact from that. But we still got about 4 more hours, so I'm gonna get out and just stretch my legs a little bit and we're gonna finish this road trip. See you in North Carolina.
4 hours later.
Bro, I'm so hyped. I just pulled in my old neighborhood. I feel like I'm home, man. I got like 17 miles away from my exit. I just got so excited, and then I just pulled off the highway. Now I'm back in my I can't even think, my old neighborhood. It just feels like home. I don't know. I love this place, man. It's so nice. The weather's always so great. I came in here in rush hour, so I was on the highway forever after that, but let's go, dude, let's go. The old stomping grounds.
Why didn't you let me know you were coming?
That's crazy. So, welcome to my old crib. Joe and Rachel bought the house that we were living in before. They went to the park. I'm gonna go to there in a minute, but I had to shower because I was in the car for 2 days. It's kind of nasty. But they went down to the park. So they're doing like a Halloween, like pumpkin floating and like a haunted forest walk or something like that. So I'll go down there after this. But I want to introduce you to all the fur babies. Here is Candace. This is a new one. I forgot his name. They told me like just a minute ago, but he's super mellow, super chill. And this is Oscar. What are you doing? He's Rachel's pup. He's at Airedale. He's got so much energy and he's freaking crazy, a crackhead. Ryder's upstairs, but my buddy Joe he's got his own like renovation company. Best like remodeler in the world. So of course they're like doing stuff with their house and changing things up and whatnot. This was my room and they basically made it into a walk-in closet slash like laundry room. And then they also, I'm not gonna go into like the room, but there was a wall here. This was a straight wall. So there's just like my room. My bed was over here and then my desk was right here and there was a wall here. And they knocked down the wall here into their closet, made like a little archway. What's up, kitty cat? So it's pretty sweet. This is pretty awesome. It's all like modern. But yeah, so cats are just following me around. I'm surprised Ryder's not barking. He'd be freaking out, but he remembers me, I think. I haven't been here like a year and a half. It's crazy. I lived here for 5 years. It's so cool to be back here. It just feels like home. Not just the house, this town. Carrie's awesome. What are you doing, sir? What's up, big nose boy? Big old snoot. Hi, Candace. Hi, Candace. I missed you. They should have kept the name Twix. I like Twix better. Milk mustache. Say hello to the YouTubes.
Yo.
What's his name again?
Momo.
Oh, okay.
Like the...
Avatar monkey?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. That's exactly what he's named after. Like, if this is the hotel room, this whole wall...
The one downstairs?
Yeah. I know, but...
Alright, y'all. Good first day in North Carolina. I am exhausted. Good solid 6-7 hours today. I'm going to hang out with the homies today and see all the fur babies. Tomorrow is the Halloween party. I will see you guys tomorrow. So a little bit of nostalgia for the vlog. I used to come and walk these greenways every day when I was down here in North Carolina because there's a trailhead like 3 houses down from our house. And the greenway, there's literally one, you're pretty much in the middle of nature. I mean, obviously there's you can see houses like that, but like the town of Cary is built around the greenways. So like they're everywhere. You can walk pretty much the entire town of Cary, wherever you want to go through these greenways. And I would just come out here every morning or every night to start my day or end my day. Back when I did 75 hard years ago, this is where I would come to walk. You can literally walk everywhere. It's beautiful. You're obviously in the town, but like when you're out here, it's silent. There's birds chirping, you'd see squirrels walking around, deer walking around. It's just beautiful. I come out here to play Pokemon Go every once in a while. If I'd play Pokemon Go, I'd go that way. If I was just gonna walk up a little bit of a hill, I'd walk this way. So I think we're gonna walk the hill today. I miss it so much. It's funny because anywhere you go in the world, if you talk to somebody that's lived somewhere for a long time, they'll complain about the weather just naturally. I don't know if it's like a human thing and we just do that. And coming down here from Michigan, Michigan's weather is actually pretty crazy. Like just for example, earlier in the week, last week when I was up in Michigan, it was 87 degrees in October. 3 days later, it was 34. But it's funny, a lot of people here will complain about weather because if you're used to one thing, but this is the weather like 75% of the year. It's beautiful. Like they get a little bit of dust in the winter. Like I lived down here for 5 years and I think maybe 3 days out of those 5 years snow actually stuck to where there was like a good amount of snow to be noticeable. It's just beautiful. Well, I jokingly tell people that this is like the San Diego of the East Coast, like the Raleigh, like Cary area. It's beautiful. You're like 2 hours from the ocean, 2.5 hours from the mountains. If you want to just chill and enjoy things around here, it's nice. They put a lot of money back into their communities. There's you'll see probably later in the vlog, I'm gonna go downtown. They finished the downtown Cary Park. They finished some of it when I was here last time. They finished the entire thing, so I'm super excited to see that. I may be a broken record, but it just feels like home. It feels so nice to be here. We're gonna finish up this walk. We're gonna go actually to Bond Park. I'm gonna do a little bit more walking over at Bond Park. That's another place I used to go all the time. We used to do our CG workouts there. I used to go over there and walk. It's a nice little tiny lake. So to put in perspective, I'm like right here. I walk from like there. It's a good little chunk. It's from all the way over here, and this is just the one greenway that I'm on, all the way over here. This is downtown Cary. And then like there's a bunch of other trails that come off of that. It's awesome. It's a very cool system they have going. Ooh, it's bright outside. So this is also the park that I used to come to all the time, and we would have like our group workouts and stuff down here, either down on the field or like one of the parking lots. It's all over the place. This park is huge though. It's beautiful, and there's a lake way over there. So we're gonna head over there in a second too. Right now it's super quiet and peaceful. It usually is, but sometimes they have like events. They'll have like tents and stuff down here. I think they had something that's like, this is where they were gonna have like the pumpkin floating thing last night. Then they also had like a haunted walk that they're doing. All right, so nice little nostalgia stop there at the park. Wish I could spend some more time here. I might end up coming back later this week too. But now it's time to go pull up on the homie Nadine. She's getting ready for the Halloween party tonight. She's got a lot on her plate right now, so I figure I'll go over and help her out a little bit and just catch up. It'll be nice. What's up, dude?
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
So, just getting back from breakfast and church. Of course, I forgot my camera. That was the church that started my journey with God. The people that I went with, Danielle and her husband Anthony and her son Ashton, that was the first time I walked into a church and felt complete peace. So I was like, I have to go again. One, I have to see them, like they're awesome, but also going back to that church is really, really cool too. So then got some breakfast with Annie and Cody and their brand new baby, which is super cool. I feel like I've seen so many people with new babies lately since I've been here, but I forgot my camera, so I figured I'd just catch you guys up on, you know, where that came from. I was gonna jump around and go to a bunch of different gyms today just to be able to like see the old gyms I used to work out at. I got one for Crunch and I'll probably go over there. It's like 30 minutes away though, so I'm low-key debating on taking a nap first. And then Bucked Up, I called Bucked Up and they didn't answer the phone. I was like, what the heck? And like 5 minutes later they texted me. It's like, oh, sorry, missed your call. How can we help you? I texted them like, hey, you guys had day passes. It was like, I don't know, 30 minutes ago or something. 30 minutes, maybe an hour ago. So I probably won't be going to Bucked Up just purely because of that. I also want to check out some Planet Fitnesses, so I probably could do that. All right, y'all. I know this vlog's been kind of all over the place, but we're back at the old stomping grounds. The first gym I worked at here in North Carolina, Crunch, over here in Cameron Village. I worked here for about a little over a year, and I loved this gym. I loved, you know, not only just Crunch as a franchise in general, like just the vibes of the gym, the people that were here. I am almost 95% positive though, there's not a single person that I worked with that still works here, and I don't know any members that I knew of that still work out here. It's really just here to get kind of nostalgic vibe. This whole kind of vlog is kind of like nostalgic for me. Get a good workout in. I'm probably gonna hit some legs because I was thinking about going to Bucked Up later and hitting arms or upper body, but they never answered about a day pass. So I might swing by the Planet Fitness over by Cary and check that out and see how those Planet Fitnesses are over there and compared to like ours back in Kalamazoo. So we're just gonna hit a little workout. It's nice to be back. I will say it's a little weird being back here. I think I worked here in 2021. Once a Sunday, so everything's really quiet. There's not a lot of people here, which is awesome, but also very like low vibe, low energy for sure. But yeah, I was right, not a single person still here works here that I worked with. Not sure how heavy this leg day is actually gonna be though. I think I almost need to do like barbell deadlifts just because our gym back, obviously Planet Fitness, has no barbells and there's no Crunch back home. I can do some like reverse sleds though. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. Burn the quads out. You know, I literally never used to look at signs until I started working as a manager in a gym. As a personal trainer, I never looked at signs. Like, do not lift deadlifts in this area. I don't think anybody listens to that. But save money with Crunch. Deals feel good. Deals feels good. My IQ just dropped from reading that. I'm wearing 2 different kinds of socks. what the heck? Oh, I saw the 50. 1 second. I gotta switch the lenses. All right, that's better. So, good. Nostalgic visit to the old workplace. I'm hoping, and I think it's because it's Sunday. That's why it was kind of like low energy, not as many people. Obviously, I'm glad there wasn't as many people in there. A couple things that I wasn't able to get on. A couple things I didn't see in there. They used to have like a standing cab machine. Didn't see it. I was kind of sad I didn't get to do that. But there's a couple of things they like moved or replaced or did whatever to it. So, but it was cool. I almost asked to do the red light therapy because red light at Planet Fitness is more of like your like pink light. It's on the, like there's a big wave spectrum of like red light. So there's infrared, which is really deep red light on one side. And the other side is more of like, I call it pink light, but it's your red light on the other, like the lower, is it lower or longer wavelength? Anyways, that side that Planet Fitness is on is more for your skin, whereas the infrared gets a little deeper into your muscles and there's a lot more benefits, and there's benefits to both sides, but I love the infrared stuff. So, and that's what they have at Crunch. I was hoping to try it. I didn't ask. I'm just like, I'm really hungry, if I'm being honest. I need to go get some food. There's a Cava down the road that I used to walk to. There's also Chick-fil-A, like literally, like there's Crunch, there's Chick-fil-A. When I didn't meal prep and bring my food, it was dangerous. It was dangerous. At least it was relatively healthy compared to like McDonald's or Taco Bell or something. I got Chick-fil-A a lot, and I walked down the street and got Cava a lot because Cava is delicious, and we don't have that in Michigan. So for my Michiganders, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Everybody I've been hyping up at work. That being said, my stomach's growling. I'm gonna go get some food. Look at that rice over there. Yeah. Cool. Can I get 2 of the tzatziki and then 1 of the crazy feta? Look at the harissa honey chicken. Hoo-wee! All right, so got the pita chips because they're delicious. They had some cinnamon ones. Actually, these might actually be cinnamon ones. No. They had cinnamon ones, but I'm much more of a savory person when it comes to like food like this. Got my protein shake, brand new fruit punch flavor. They have a fruit punch and a rainbow sherbet flavor. I tried that the other day. That is delicious. That's not from Cava. That's the first one. And here, I got a. Look at that. Like, look at that. That looks delicious, right? Shoo. Green and grains bowl. I just got like romaine lettuce with some rice, harissa chicken, some like garlic dressing, some more feta cheese. You get 3 different like dips. So I got 2 of the tzatziki, delicious, and then 1 of like a crazy feta. Oh, I've missed this so much. So good. So good. Also, I usually get a fork. I reached in and grabbed this instead, and I didn't feel like putting it back and grabbing something, so this is what we use. But I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this. Then I'm probably gonna head back home and just chill for the rest of the night. I was thinking about going to Planet Fitness, but I might do that tomorrow in the middle of the day. That way, 1, I know nobody's there, and then 2, potentially the club manager will be there. So maybe I'll see and meet that person. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, so running a little bit late. I had to do some laundry, and then my laundry still is a little damp, but it is what it is. Hitting a lift with the homie Janae. She's another trainer that we had in CG, and then she's been crushing ever since. But we used to lift every once in a while, like a good amount back in the day. So we're going to another gym that I used to work out at, O2 Fitness, and we're hit a little lift really quick. It'll probably be a short one because she's got to get going in the next like hour. And I still have to probably set up a day pass there, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna try to go as fast as possible, get a little bit of clips in there, just kind of catch up. A lot of these lifts that I'm going on are more so just like kind of catching up with people and checking out gyms that I used to lift at all the time. So it's more like nostalgic and whatnot versus like getting a really hard lift in. They're all decent lifts, but say hello to the tube.
Hi.
bringing the table. Yeah, I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet on myself. I don't need you, I do it myself. Yeah, I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet on myself. Take off your shoes, crib brand new. Yeah, I'm about to go in like a damn fool. I'm leaving your mans them in shambles. You know, light up the wax like a candle. I've been on fire, watch me heat up the track.
Bye, YouTube.
So that's a wrap for my lifting sessions on this trip for the most part. Nah, I probably won't lift in Charleston, but it was great to see Janae, great to see O2 Fitness. That gym is like my ideal gym. Maybe some tweaks here and there, but I love the big turf section. I love hammer strength stuff. I mean, you guys have seen in my past vlogs, the trip to Alpha Lane was amazing. The trip to Absolute Recomp was awesome with Lauren. Crunch is an amazing gym. I love those two. O2, like that's just like hammer strength stuff, athletic stuff, bodybuilding type stuff. That like style of gyms are really, really cool. Obviously, if you watch my vlogs from Summer Smash, you see the gym at First Form is beautiful. Anyways, this is my last day in Raleigh/Cary. Head down to Charleston tomorrow and then Asheville after that. I'm super excited for both those days. I've never been to Charleston, I've never been to Asheville, and both those days are gonna be great. Good morning. So I originally was gonna make this vlog the entire like week, but I'm starting to realize it's probably gonna be a very, very long vlog. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Second part of this trip will be coming soon down to Charleston, Asheville, and then back home. So go ahead and stay tuned for that. But if you watched to the end, I appreciate you. I love you. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. That's probably the most active social media that I have overall. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I have that.
That was stupid. Ah, skirt. I'll go. Oh crap, you can't even see me. Hello? What the heck? Focus. Blah, blah, blah. Can't talk. Cut that, cut that. I don't know, it's way too bright to be able to see anything. I'm just feeling so lazy. I could always go later. There's a guy that just dropped something and almost tripped right next to my car. But hitting a lift with my, I was like cutting my head off the whole time. I'm gonna redo that. Cut. One thing about content stuff, I always forget how many reps I'm doing, so I'm just like, okay, how many reps I do in this angle? How many reps I do over here? But
As you're walking back,
I'm like, okay, I got 2 more, that's all I got left.